What is up, Nuggets fans? Back here again to do another video. In this video, I'll be talking about the Nuggets 102-89 loss to the Orlando Magic last night. We fell to 0-2 now on the season with this loss. Another bad performance. I mean, it's really embarrassing to lose the way we did against a team like the Magic. No disrespect to Orlando fans, but the only thing that team is probably going to be playing for this year is a top 5 draft pick. So to lose to them in the fashion that we did is just real disappointing. Give them credit. You know, they played well. They got big games out of Glenn Davis, J.J. Redick, E'Twaun Moore, even gave them some solid minutes in this game. But this was just embarrassing and another tough loss for the Nuggets. So looking at some of the good things the Nuggets did in this game, there really isn't much to be happy about. But some of the things I thought we did well here against Orlando, we had 15 offensive rebounds. You like seeing that. Through the first 2 games, I think the effort on the glass has been pretty good from the Nuggets. I thought we did a good job of rebounding the ball here as a team against Orlando. We outscored the Magic 31-20 in the third quarter. You like seeing that. I thought we did a pretty good job of coming out of half and showing some good toughness, showing some heart, and battling back in this game. We kind of did the same thing against Philadelphia, but once again, you can't be inconsistent. You got to play 48 minutes of good basketball if you want to win on the road. We had 27 free throw attempts. You like seeing that. We really couldn't buy a free throw attempt in that first game against Philadelphia. We just weren't getting calls in this game. We were a little more aggressive, but 14 of those 27 free throw attempts that we had came from one player in Gallo, and you don't like seeing that. As a team, we need to be more aggressive on the offensive end. I thought Gallo and maybe 1 or 2 other guys did a pretty good job of being aggressive on the offensive end, and he likes seeing us get more free throw attempts and get to the free throw line more often here in this game against Orlando than we did against Philly. But still, as a team, we need to be more aggressive on the offensive end. I thought Danilo Gallinari played well. Of course, missed the first game with Philadelphia due to ankle injury, and I thought he played real well here against Orlando. He finished with 23 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, a block, and a steal. He was 5 of 14 from the field, 2 of 9 from the three-point line, and 11 of 14 from the free throw line. As I mentioned, I thought Gallo did a real good job being aggressive all game, did a good job of getting to the free throw line, creating contact, and getting 14 free throw attempts. I love seeing that. I love the 8 rebounds, the block, and the steal. I thought he was pretty solid on the defensive end. Don't like seeing him shoot 2 of 9 from the three-point line, kind of force some shots there in this game from the perimeter for the simple fact that we just got down so early in this game, so he kind of just was throwing up shots to try to get us back in the game. And Gallo definitely needs to shoot better from the three-point line. He struggled with that last season, and you don't like seeing him start this year off 2 of 9 from there and see him take 9 3-point attempts in general. But it is understandable because we were behind so much in this game. And overall, I thought Gallinari had a real good game, good start to the season for him. Just unfortunately, no one else besides him really showed up in this game. And I also thought Andre Miller was solid. He finished with 11 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. He was 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 1 from the three-point line. Made a couple nice plays in the post. Did a good job of getting to the basket as well. And I thought another solid outing for Dre. He's had 2 really solid games. And again, it seems like really only him and Gallinari are the only 2 guys that showed up this season. Ty Lawson had a nice second half in fourth quarter against the Philadelphia 76ers, but he was not good at all in this game. Iguodala continued his poor play. Kenneth Faried and JaVale McGee have both just disappeared from this team through these first 2 games. And it really seems like Gallinari, Andre Miller, and even Evan Fournier in the couple minutes that he's had are the only 3 guys that have really played any solid basketball on our team so far through these first 2 games. Now looking at some of the bad things we did, there was a lot here in this game. Outscored 58-37 in the first half. That's embarrassing once again to get outscored like that by a team in Orlando. That's probably not going to be really good this year. It's just embarrassing. We just got off to another slow start, couldn't hit a shot to save our life, and that ended up costing us in the end. You can't have that type of inconsistent play and that poor of an offensive half on the road and expect to win. I mean, that's not acceptable, and it's embarrassing to get outscored by 21 by this Magic team in the first half, and it killed us. The shooting woes continue. We shot 38% from the field in this game, 27% from the three-point line. We were 7 of 26 from the three-point line. I hate seeing that. Our struggles continue shooting the ball. We couldn't hit a shot from anywhere, let alone the three-point line. I don't like seeing us take 26 three-point attempts. We need to be more aggressive on the offensive end, get into the painted area, attack the basket, get high percentage shots. Don't just chuck up threes, which I felt we did a lot here in this game against the Magic. And we only shot 67% from the free throw line. So we just can't shoot well at all across the board, and that's again just so unacceptable and embarrassing from this team. To only see them shoot 67% from the free throw line, that's not acceptable. Leaving points on the floor once again here in this game against the Magic. We were outscored 60-36 in the paint. Just again did not do a good job of being aggressive as a team on the offensive end. Took way too many three-point shots, settled for way too many three-point shots, and just did not attack the paint whatsoever. And then on the flip side of things, on the defensive side, our interior defense, which is pretty solid against Philadelphia, wasn't real good here in this game. The Magic got really deep into our interior defense and got a lot of high percentage shots and dominated the paint, as you can tell by outscoring us 60-36 in this game, and that hurt us. We only had 8 fast break points. We just really haven't found our tempo at all through these first 2 games, where we're playing at too slow of a pace, and only 8 fast break points from this team. That's just not acceptable. We got to be better in transition on both ends, not only with our offense, but also our transition defense needs to be better. That's something we struggled with in the first game against Philly, and we just need to play a little faster and control the tempo of the game a lot better. Glenn Davis killed us in this game. He finished with 29 points, 10 rebounds. He was 13-25 from the field. He had a huge game, and he was just way too effective against our bigs, mainly Kenneth Faried, who continues to struggle for the last 3 or 4 games. He even had a couple bad games in the preseason. He just has not looked good on the defensive end, and Glenn Davis kind of took it to him here in this game. You can't allow a guy like Glenn Davis to go for 30 and 10, expect to beat the Magic. And J.J. Redick had 21 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. He was 3 of 4 from the three-point line, 7-11 from the field. Left him open way too much in this game. Really all J.J. Redick can do is come off screens and shoot jump shots and threes, and we allowed him to do that. It looked like Iguodala and whoever was on him in this game got lost. Iguodala got lost a couple times on Redick on screens, and just as a team did not do a good job of helping off of screens, and J.J. Redick, being the great shooter that he is, capitalized on that. And as I've already mentioned him a couple times in this video, Andre Iguodala continues to struggle. He finished with 9 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists in the game. Pretty solid stat line, but he also had 3 turnovers. Once again, he was pretty sloppy with the ball, a little careless with the ball. He was only 3 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from the three-point line. I like seeing him shoot better from the three-point line. I like the 8 rebounds. I think he's done a good job through these first 2 games of trying to get his teammates involved and doing a good job on the glass, but he's forcing too much stuff, and I think thinking a little too much on the offensive end, and just our offense as a team has been real sloppy. It looks like that there's something missing on the offensive end. I think it's probably chemistry. Again, it's only 2 games, which you don't want to get too overhyped or too down on the team through 2 games, but Iguodala's got to play better defensively. I didn't think he was as good as he usually is here in this game against Orlando, and he can't hit a shot to save his life. I mean, he's really struggled shooting the ball over these past couple games, these first 2 games in the regular season, and even a couple of those last preseason games, he hasn't shot the ball well. So hopefully he can find his rhythm and get going on the offensive end and stop forcing so much stuff on the offensive end, think a little less, and start to mesh in with us on the offensive end, because he has really struggled through these first 2 games. So Nuggets fall to 0-2 as they lose 102-89 to the Orlando Magic. Not the start we wanted, but hopefully we can bounce back tonight against the defending NBA champion Miami Heat, obviously the reigning MVP LeBron James as well. Going to be a tough game. I mean, they're coming off a loss last night to New York, so they're obviously not going to be happy. And the Nuggets got their hands full. The Nuggets are really staring 0-3 right in the face, and hopefully we can get off the schneid and get our first win tonight. But just sloppy and poor execution and poor basketball from the Nuggets through these first 2 games has cost us two games and has forced us to go 0-2. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, go Nuggets.